Good morning, Sue Ortiz here, picking up the pieces of my Orgonite. As I just showed you, I got done recharging little crystals. I had them in my little bag here. And what I'm going to do today is go over some basic Science 101 type stuff. This is a magnet. It's the cycle. It's a little donut variety. They're ceramic. Very hard to find iron magnets these days. These chip very easily. You have your two forces of a magnet. You have your repulsion and your attraction. You can see at these flat ones, you can almost feel the field as you flip it over in the little stack. You have a little stack of them in one hand, or even one in one. So it's pretty easy to tell which ones are opposite poles, okay? You know, like poles repel. The stronger force is repulsion. Even though it's been debated that they're equal, they're not. No, this is science according to Sue. All right, we're on the Earth. The Earth has a north and a south pole. So if something falls, I say that it's opposite pole. Now, if you reverse the polarity, what happens? You see how basic this earth science shit is? You see how they made the pyramids and such? Scallion made a little pulley system that could make things levitate. John Hutchison has frequencies that can make things levitate. All kinds of shit can make shit levitate. I had a commentator this morning. They had the nor'easter. She said she made one that was standing up. I'm not quite sure what she meant. I tried to reply as best I could. This has a north and a south pole too. Okay, so what I'm going to do, actually what I've done already, is taken a crystal and put this at the bottom of the glass. Oh, my poor little glasses all got destroyed. The coil, I don't know what the hell the raccoons, I'm going to say raccoons because they have hands, right? As soon as I need to call a guy. Anyway, you have your little coil in there. Here, try to find one that's halfway together. Here, this one's halfway together. I've got to redo it, but just so you get the idea, you take the glass, figure out which way to drop it. Oh, and that brings me to my next thing. Very important. I'm kind of figuring out how these things work a little better. You know, I made them about a year ago. I put out this video not knowing anything about Orgonite, but knowing a little bit about earth science. These stainless steel scrubbies that you get at the Dollar Tree are magnetic. Stainless steel should not be magnetic, but evidently there's two kinds of stainless steel. There's ferritic and austenitic. I made a little cheat card. This is a new little fact for me. And what makes it magnetic is the amount of iron and the fundamental structure, whereas austenitic stainless steel is not. Of course, copper is not magnetic either. If you look at when Boyd Bushman would drop the magnet down the copper tube, okay, Boyd Bushman. So I've taken research from Scallion, Tesla. Tesla would you can take a copper wire 6 feet off the ground. John Hutchison has a video demonstrating this, and you will get a reading. And then you get into the whole volts versus amps thing. And remember, Tesla was a DC guy, and Edison was an AC guy. And with AC, you got to run a wire and such. And Tesla was doing it through the air. I like playing with magnets. Anyway, so another way you could put these magnets, of course, is levitate them. If you want them fighting each other, maybe put some gravel or something, you know, some of those white rocks in between them. Create a little field in here. All right. But anyway, what I thought was non-magnetic is in fact magnetic because I checked it. See how it sticks? So that's what I'm working with, and I credit that with, you know, how well they work. We've got a, looks like there's no chemtrails. See if I can get a shot of that. It's behind my shoulder. Two little crisscrossing guys. Those are like the hologram. I'll never get a shot like that, but we've all seen them. There's some videos on YouTube when they do a zoom in. Sometimes a hologram doesn't work, and you can tell it's not a plane. It's who knows what it is. I don't think they're just flying planes around. Maybe yous do. I know for sure it's not just planes. We were flying planes way back 100 years ago. They're not getting up on this free energy stuff. They never will. Tesla already had it figured out. He was driving a car around fucking Times Square already. An electric car. Just grabbing the energy that's already here. So anyway, I'm going to be messing with these. I played my little frequencies. That's about it. Be careful. There's a warning that goes with these. You'll see people have been messed with. You know. Have I been messed with? Well, what year, baby? I don't like to talk about my personal problems. But if you start getting a free air show in the melted crystals, chances are they've picked your little devices up. Okay? So, another thing I want to discuss is radiation. I don't know if it's the Hutch effect frequency that I play to these, but I do notice less background radiation where I've set these up versus a spot where they've not been set up. And it's kind of hard for me to leave them in the ground. Now I've got critters messing with them. I don't want to put a wire cage over them just because then you're creating a Faraday cage. I know they work okay with the little Ziploc baggies over them because I've done them that way out in the rain. But to me, you get better results when there's nothing blocking them and they're in the ground. And you want to bury them up to like here. I didn't have mine deep enough. The little guy just came out in the night. And I know it was animals. All the rocks were still there. It's just the little coils were all tangled. And he was probably playing and he was bored. So, in conclusion, reevaluate what they've taught us about physics with the gravity already and the energy already. It's quite obvious. There's a way to levitate stuff pretty easy. You just reverse the pole. Have fun messing with magnets. Be safe, everyone.